Three men from Bani Israel were on a journey when it started raining heavily, and quickly the rains turned into a ferocious storm. Knowing that they can't travel any further, they enter the next cave in a mountain for shelter. For now, they were safe, but outside they could hear loud thundering and rumbling. So they decided to wait for the storm to subside. Tired, one after the other, they fell asleep. But not for long, because they were startled by the sounds of rocks falling down the mountain, and then a huge thud. They rushed towards the exit only to see a large boulder had blocked the exit of the cave. They tried to push their way free, but all their attempts failed. "What are we going to do?" one of them screamed. "We must think of the way out," the other one said. "The only way for freedom left is to implore Allah in the name of some virtuous deed each one of us has done," the third said. They agreed. One of them supplicated, "Ya Allah, my parents were very old. After milking the animals, every night I offered them the milk, even before my children. One night, when I returned very late, my parents were fast asleep. I didn't want to disturb them, so, with the milk for them in my hand, I waited till dawn for them to wake up, while my children cried out of hunger at my feet. When my parents woke up, they had their drink. Ya Allah, if I did this thinking and seeking only your pleasure, then do relieve us of the distress brought upon us by this rock." They heard the rock slide a little, but not enough to let them pass out. The second man said, "My children, Ya Rab, I loved one of my cousins more passionately than any man could love a woman. But all my attempts to pursue her failed, until in a season of great hardship due to famine, she approached me for help and asked me for 120 dinars. I agreed to give it to her, but only on one condition, that she meets my physical demand. She agreed. And when we got together, and just when I was going to touch her, she pleaded, "Ittaqillah, fear Allah, and do not break the seal unlawfully." Instantly I moved away from her, despite the fact that I desired her most passionately, and I let her keep the money I had given her. Ya Rab, if I did this thing seeking only your pleasure, then do move the distress in which we find ourselves. They looked towards the rock, and again the rock moved a little more, but not enough to let them pass out. Then the third supplicated, "Ya Allah, I hired some laborers and paid them their dues, but one of them left, leaving behind what was due to him. I took the money and I invested it in business, and the business prospered greatly. After a while, the laborer came back and said, 'Ya Abdullah, hand over to me my wages.' I said to him, 'All that you see is yours. The camels, the cattle, goats, the slaves, everything you see here is all yours.' He said, 'Stop joking with me and give me my wages.' I assured him, 'I'm not joking.' So he took everything, all of it, sparing nothing. Ya Allah, if I did this seeking only your pleasure, please relieve us of our distress." And that very moment, the huge boulder moved away completely, and all the three came out of the cave, safe and sound. Through this story, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us some noble types of dates. 1. Looking after one's parents. 2. Avoiding a sin even when we have all the means and opportunity to commit it. And 3. Being careful and wise with the responsibilities that are trusted upon us. Performing such deeds sincerely for the sake of Allah save us from the gravest dangers we could land in. We ask Allah to be pleased with us and to accept all our good deeds. Ameen.